Welcome to Lesson 4, Create and Transform Images. In this lesson, we'll explore Gemini's visual creativity capabilities. You'll learn how to turn simple descriptions into eye-catching images, transform existing visuals using simple instructions, and create polished, professional visual assets. You don't need to be a professional designer. Let's discover how Gemini can help turn your ideas into visuals.
Today, we'll explore another one of Gemini's capabilities, creating and transforming images. This lesson introduces Nano Banana, the visual engine used inside Gemini for image generation and transformation. Nano Banana helps Gemini understand your descriptions, apply style cues, and make precise visual edits. You can describe an idea, edit an existing image, create consistent image sets, and design professional visual assets. The key message is simple. You focus on the idea, while Gemini helps bring that idea to life.
Let's understand the role of Nano Banana. Nano Banana is the visual engine inside Gemini, the part responsible for turning ideas into images. When you ask Gemini to create or edit an image, Nano Banana handles elements such as imagination, composition, lighting, and visual style. You won't normally see Nano Banana as a separate tool. Instead, it works within Gemini. Whether you describe a scene, upload an image, or request a change, Nano Banana interprets your instructions and produces the visual result. Now, let's look at what Nano Banana can bring to your creative work. It can understand detailed descriptions and translate ideas into images. It can apply lighting, style, and composition cues. It can help create consistent sets of images. And it can adjust or transform visuals based on your feedback. This means you can focus on the creative idea rather than worrying about every technical design step. You describe what you want, and Nano Banana helps handle the imagery.
You don't need to use complicated artistic terminology to create an image. You can simply describe what you want. For example, a calm workspace with soft lighting, or a simple icon shaped like a star, or a clean banner for a presentation. You can also provide a more detailed description. For example, create an image of an office workspace in a clean, modern style, showing employees focused on their laptops with soft, natural lighting. Match the overall tone to a professional project. Gemini can interpret these details and create a visual that reflects the subject, environment, lighting, and professional tone.
To get better visual results, give Gemini useful information about what you want. A strong image prompt can include several elements. Start with the main subject. Then consider the mood or style. Describe the setting. Include important colors or lighting. And specify the level of detail you want. You don't need to include every element in every prompt. But the clearer your purpose and description, the easier it is for Gemini to shape the visual you have in mind. Let's apply the idea to a practical workplace example. Suppose you need a presentation banner. You could simply ask, create a clean blue banner with simple shapes and a friendly headline area. Gemini can interpret this as a horizontal layout with soft colors, a minimalist design, and enough open space for text. The result is a polished visual that can be used as a starting point for your presentation. The lesson is simple. Describe the visual purpose and the important design characteristics, and Gemini can help create the asset. Gemini is not only useful for creating new images. You can also upload an existing picture and ask Gemini to make changes. For example, you can ask it to replace objects, adjust colors, expand the background, clean up elements, change lighting, or remove distractions. You don't necessarily need separate editing software for every simple change. Instead, describe the change you want in plain language and let Gemini help transform the visual. These image capabilities can support many types of workplace activities. You can create visuals for slides and presentations, social media posts, product ideas, reports, landing pages, and internal documentation. You can also generate icons, banners, hero sections, diagrams, or concept art. For HR, marketing, sales, learning and development, and other teams,
This can make it easier to create visual concepts quickly. Instead of starting with a blank page, you can start with an idea and use Gemini to develop it visually.
Consistency becomes especially important when creating multiple visuals. Imagine you need 3 icons for a presentation. You could ask, give me 3 simple icons with the same style: a laptop, a cloud, and a spark. The goal is not just to create 3 separate icons. The goal is to make them look like they belong together. Nano Banana can maintain similar shapes, colors, outlines, and proportions across the set. This makes the icons useful for presentations and other visual interfaces. When you create multiple images, consistency helps create a professional and trustworthy visual identity. Nano Banana can follow visual guidelines across different outputs. For example, it can maintain similar color palettes, shapes, textures, lighting, and composition patterns. When these elements remain consistent, individual images feel like part of the same visual family. This is especially useful when creating a series of banners, icons, illustrations, or campaign materials.
Here's another useful technique. You can give Gemini a style direction and then ask it to maintain that direction for future images. For example, use the same soft, rounded illustration style as the last image. This helps maintain continuity without having to repeat every design detail from the beginning. The result is a series of new images that follow the same artistic direction. So instead of recreating the style each time, establish the visual direction and reuse it.
Let's review what you've learned in this lesson. First, you can describe visuals clearly and use Gemini to generate images. Second, you can refine existing pictures using simple instructions instead of relying entirely on traditional design tools. Third, you can build cohesive sets of banners, icons, and illustrations by maintaining visual consistency. And finally, Gemini can give you greater confidence to create professional-looking images, even if you don't have formal design experience. The key is to communicate your visual idea clearly, provide useful context, and refine the result when needed.
You can now create and edit visuals with greater confidence. You've learned how to turn descriptions into images, edit existing visuals, create professional assets, and maintain consistency across a visual set. But Gemini's creative capabilities go beyond images. In the next lesson, we'll explore another creative capability, generating original music and soundscapes. You'll move from visual creativity to audio creativity. So get ready for the next lesson. Up next, Lesson 5, Create Music and Soundscapes. Thank you for completing Lesson 4. See you in Lesson 5.